escalating trade war between the United States and China has reached a fever pitch, marked by increasingly pointed rhetoric and strategic maneuvering on both sides. President Donald Trump, in a recent Oval Office address, leveled a scathing critique of Chinese President Xi Jinping's Southeast Asian tour, suggesting it's a thinly veiled attempt to undermine American interests. Trump's accusation, delivered with his characteristic bluntness, painted Xi's diplomatic efforts as a calculated move to screw the United States. Xi Jinping's 5-day tour, encompassing Vietnam, Cambodia, and Malaysia, nations significantly impacted by Trump's tariffs, has ignited a fresh round of tensions. The timing is hardly coincidental. These nations, particularly Vietnam, are grappling with the severe economic repercussions of Trump's Liberation Day tariffs, a 46% levy that has shaken their economies. Xi's visit, therefore, presents a strategic opportunity to solidify alliances and explore alternative trade routes, potentially circumventing the impact of American sanctions. The visit to Hanoi served as a prime example of this strategy. Xi's meeting with Vietnam's top leader, To Lam, resulted in the signing of numerous cooperation agreements, with a strong emphasis on strengthening supply chains. While Trump acknowledged these agreements, he framed them within the context of a larger, calculated effort to harm the United States. He essentially accused Xi of leveraging Vietnam's vulnerability to create economic leverage against America, a move Trump characterized as deeply cynical and calculated. This isn't merely a spat over tariffs. It's a broader struggle for global economic dominance. The 145% tariffs imposed on Chinese goods underscore the severity of the conflict. Countries caught in the crossfire are now actively seeking reductions in their own reciprocal tariffs during the 90-day reprieve granted by the Trump administration. This temporary respite, however, does little to alleviate the underlying tensions. Xi's visit to Vietnam carries significant weight given the billions of dollars in Chinese investment that have flowed into the country in recent years. Many Chinese manufacturers, seeking to avoid the brunt of Trump's tariffs, have relocated their operations south, bolstering Vietnam's economy while simultaneously creating a potential alternative manufacturing base that reduces China's reliance on the U.S. market. This shift represents a significant strategic advantage for China, a point not lost on the Trump administration. The White House's recent announcement of tariff exemptions for certain electronic products, including smartphones, laptops, and semiconductors, items where China is a major player, initially appeared to signal a de-escalation of the trade war. However, Trump's pointed criticism of Xi's Southeast Asian tour suggests this perceived olive branch is merely a tactical maneuver within a larger, ongoing battle for economic supremacy. The exemptions, while seemingly beneficial, could be interpreted as a strategic move to mitigate the immediate economic fallout while maintaining the underlying pressure on China. The situation is further complicated by the political implications. Xi's trip is not just about trade. It's about projecting Chinese influence and solidifying regional alliances in a region increasingly wary of American dominance. By courting nations directly affected by Trump's tariffs, Xi is subtly demonstrating that China is a more reliable and less punitive trading partner. The coming months will be crucial in determining the trajectory of this trade war. Trump's aggressive rhetoric and Xi's strategic diplomatic overtures underscore the deep-seated animosity and the high stakes involved. The outcome will not only reshape the global economic landscape, but will also significantly impact the geopolitical balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region. The battle for economic dominance, waged through tariffs, diplomatic maneuvers, and increasingly pointed accusations, continues. The question remains, who will ultimately prevail in this high-stakes game of economic chess? The answer, shrouded in uncertainty, will profoundly shape the global future. This isn't simply a trade dispute. It's a struggle for economic and geopolitical supremacy played out on a global stage. The implications are far-reaching and will undoubtedly resonate for years to come. The intensity of the conflict, coupled with the unpredictable nature of both leaders, makes predicting the ultimate outcome a daunting, yet critically important, task.